Yoono is a way for you to make your social life easier. It's a browser add-on where you can bring all of your social networks into one place just to make it easier to access. And if it's easier, you'll use them more. You'll use your Facebook more, your MySpace, your Twitter. You'll use them more often. So we're just trying to make it easier for you to manage your digital life in one place. Yoono is a sidebar. It's a browser add-on. You can see when I'm not using it, it's pretty thin, so it's not intrusive to my surfing session at all. And if I just scroll over any of these, it gets bigger, and when I go back to my work, it goes away. So I'm just going to open it up full time, and what you can see in here is I've imported some of my social networks. So with Facebook, for example, I can see a snapshot of my profile. I can just get a quick glance of what's going on in my Facebook world. I can see that I've got some unread messages that I need to attend to pretty soon. I can see when I have a new friend request. I can get a quick snapshot of activity from my friends. I can expand this and see all of my friends inside Facebook. So with Jeannie, I can see her most recent status. I can actually update my own status in Facebook, or what's really cool is we have this universal status update where I can update my Facebook and my Twitter at the same time. And over the next 3 weeks or so, we're going to be adding MySpace and Bebo and High Five, so you'll be able to update all of those from one place. And then just going back down to some of my Facebook friends, my cousin Marissa, if I want to send her a message directly through Facebook, one click on the message button, and that takes me directly to her message page inside Facebook. So I've just cut through all the clutter on Facebook.com. I've made it easier for me to find what I want out of Facebook and to use what's important to me without any of the other stuff. So if it's easier, I'm going to use Facebook more often. So that's what we've built for Facebook. I'll show you what we've done for Twitter as well. With Twitter, again, I can update my status individually. I have my Twitter friends that I'm following, and I can see their most recent tweets. I can see their stream of tweets. I can tweet directly back to one of my Twitter friends. And I can actually start to filter through my friends' activity. So I've got it set up just to receive Twitter updates, but I can have just friend feed. And then within friend feed, because there's so much info coming from friend feed, I can actually prioritize and filter out what I don't want to see. So if I only want to see updates from Pascal in friend feed, that's all I'm going to get. And the rest of it just goes away and leaves me alone. So I think it's kind of new to have this kind of prioritization inside something that aggregates your social life. So that's Twitter, and there's Flickr as well. So with the Flickr plugin, I can see snapshots when my friends post new photos, and I have one-click access to get to my friends' Flickr page. So again, just making it easier to follow what my friends are doing in Flickr. You know, and what my experience has been using Yoono over the past few weeks is that Flickr and Facebook and Twitter were services that I had subscribed to, but I didn't really use that often. And now I've become a heavy user of all of them just because it's easier. You know, it takes me a couple seconds to go check out an update, and then I go back to what I was doing. So that's the goal of Yoono, is just to make your social life easier. And by pulling it all in one place, it's easier for you to access throughout the day.
Okay, and how can people get this plugin?
Well, right now we are launching a private beta, invitation-only beta here at Web 2.0. So anyone that drops by our booth here at the show, we will give an access code so they can test out the private beta. We're going to open up that beta, I think, on May 5th to the general public. And at that point, people will be able to just download this from our site.
And what is the site name?
Yoono.com, Yoono.